Hello. Welcome back to my channel. I do this little kerfuffle. How are you this week? What's today's date? Today is the 17th of June. And we've got another week. We're nearly at the end of June, aren't we? Can you believe it? We are nearly in July. Seriously. So, a few announcements before I start this week's reading. I want to announce that as you know, the last few weeks I mentioned that I'm going to be changing the way I do the readings. So I'm going to be doing the reading every single week, like it's as a collective energy, and just what's coming through me. And you know, obviously I'm connected to you. If you're here watching this, you're meant to hear this message. But once a month, I'm going to do pick a card because people still love pick a card. I love pick a card. I love doing pick a card all the time. But I'm going to do it on a monthly basis. So you get to choose for July a pick a card instead of just every single week. Because as I mentioned last week, I feel that it's better for you if you've got that almost like action steps and a way of going about your month for a whole month instead of just a whole week. So I feel this is going to work better. So let me know if you love the way I'm doing them now, or if you have any feedback and you want me to change it back to the pick a card. Or I have actually thought about too as well doing a pick a card in my Facebook page, on my Facebook page, FreeSpirit Woman, Rechelle Mackay, FreeSpirit Woman, where I could do that maybe once a week for all you people that love a pick a card, but then also still do this YouTube video like this. So don't forget, that's what we're going to be doing. So keep a lookout for the Pick a Card monthly reading that's going to be coming out. That'll come out, what are we on today? So a couple of weeks. So just before July, I'll send that one out to you, and it'll be in your inbox if you've subscribed to my channel. So here we go. This week, what have we got? I chose this week, the cards that I chose was, again, from Inner You, Lauren. And it's connected and free. It's an oracle deck. I don't think I've ever used this one before on my channel, but it's an oldie but goldie, this one. And as soon as I chose a couple of cards, it was like, oh yeah, bang on. It was like, boom, got the messages straight up. And I believe the energy is always right. It just is. Like, there's no question, there's no doubt. The energy as a collective is always spot on for each and every one of us. So, yeah, connected and free. She's on Instagram, Inner Hue, and, I think she still sells this deck. Anyways, let's get to it. The first card I got was Resistance. So, Resistance. What I felt for you this week is that we're all resisting something that's bigger than ourselves, and we're fearing that if we do A, B, C, D, that, you know, will this happen? Or we're fearing that the failure, or we're fearing that, is it the right decision? And this can be around any part of your life, whether it's relationships, career, or making a big decision. I feel like it's a big decision. It's a massive decision that you need to make, but you're resisting the other side of it. But remembering that when we resist making a decision around any part of our life, that we also are missing out on love and abundance, because we're pretty much saying that, well, I'm scared, so I'm not going to make that decision, so I'm going to resist, I'm going to pull back, I'm not going to make that decision, I'm not going to change the way I feel. And the other card in a minute, when I share it with you, it's so aligned with this card, I feel too as well. But, you know, there's always going to be resistance in life, isn't there? We're always going to have to be uncomfortable. We're always going to have those things where it doesn't feel comfortable, where it's uncomfortable. And just know that on the other side of it, don't always think it's going to be negative, or don't always think that it's going to be not turn out. Look at it from the most positive angle as you can, and stop looking at it so logically. Because what we do, when we tend to think too logically about decisions, big decisions, or things we need to change, we tend to then pull back and we go, oh my God, I'm scared. I can't do that. I'm too fearful. So resistance. Stop resisting what is going on inside of you, because usually if there's something inside of you that needs to happen or that needs to change, that's an indication it's got to change. Something's got to change. I'm going to have a look at the card too as well for you. So it says, like in her little book, the little message in her book, that's what I got for you. It says resistance is the ever-present dragon with many different masks. It can manifest as the low-lying misery that pervades our life if we have not risen above fear, step forwards, leading with our desires. So basically, if you desire something and you're resistant, resist it. How are you ever going to know what that thing is for you? You won't, because you're going to always be holding on to resistance with it. This card is calling you to identify where in your life resistance is present. So, if you don't know where the resistance is, I would say to you, just write it out. Just see if there's anything in your life that you are resistant, that you are not wanting to change or wanting to make that decision on, or you're scared, right? So basically, life resistance is present, restricting growth and pinching off abundance and love. Exactly what I said. You are being encouraged to recognize positive fear. So fear is a good thing. Like naturally, our bodies feel fear. If we're walking across the road and there's cars coming down the road, you've got to fear that you're not going to get hit by a car, right? So our body naturally is going to fear stuff. That's a natural mechanism in our body to feel fear, to be uncomfortable with certain things that are new to us, things that we haven't tried before. Okay, so positive. Look at fear as positive too. Don't always look at fear as a negative. I've been looking into a lot in that lately. Actually, it's been a big thing that's been coming forward for me. And push through the limiting, self-imposed beliefs that are preventing you from experiencing the fullness of yourself. So when we resist things, we don't get that. We aren't in that full joy of ourself. And then there'll be another process in your life. And as you start to trust yourself and you start to allow yourself to not resist so much and just allow yourself to believe, to trust in those things, then you'll become more stronger. You become more confident. You have more self-esteem because you believed in yourself. Yeah, it works, doesn't it? I told you it fits. And then the next little card, which is, I'm just going to get this card up if I can find it. The next card, you're not going to believe what it says. It says, think with your heart. So I'm a big believer when we are thinking with our head, right? And I always talk about the three different things. We've got the head, which is logic, the heart, and then we've got our gut. So I always say that there's three parts. You have this gut instinct where you just know, right? And there's you get signs all around you. Then you have the heart where your heart really flutters and you start to feel that, oh my God, like almost like butterflies, like nervy. You know what I mean? The heart usually talks in, I don't know about you, but for most people when I try to get out of people, when I coach people, what does your heart feel for you? What makes you know that your heart is speaking? What's your gut? When your gut instinct is talking to you, how does that feel? Because that's how I work with my clients. I help people to understand the different ways that your body speaks to you. Because for everybody, it's different, right? But understanding that if we think with our heart and not always our head, then we won't resist things. But I believe we resist, right? When we're not thinking with our heart, we're thinking with our head. Because we go through all the logic, we go through all the things that we've been through, all our values, all of our maybe old limiting beliefs, or the way we've been raised. So then we start to resist things because of the things that are in our head, the things that are in our past, right? And that's another part of the way I work with people too as well, is working through those old limiting beliefs, the things that are keeping us stuck, the things that are keeping us resisting from moving forward in our life. Okay, so thinking with your heart will allow you not to resist because you'll just trust. You'll just have that feeling, oh my God, this is amazing. And you won't get in your head and go, oh, I'm scared, I'm fearful, right? So always thinking with our heart, and then that will help you to not resist what it is that you want to do or change or be, or just, it might be just something totally really little, but it'll be just like that first little step in you moving forward in your life and allowing that love and that abundance. So I'll read you a little bit from the card. Oh, my glasses. Can't get it on with this little pink thing. It's time to get out of your head and into your heart. The monkey mind's chatter is creating confusion, stagnancy, and roadblocks. Monkey mind. Oh, yeah. We've all got a monkey mind, right? We all have that mind that just never stops thinking. The situation or decision that has arisen requires a perspective shift that can only be assessed through the heart. So when we come through the heart, we don't think about it. We don't have the monkey mind telling us all the things we trust. Our heart will make us trust in what it is that's coming through for us. You are seeking your authentic truth to be able to be confidently take the next step. Turn inward, trusting and knowing the answers lie within, which is here, or your gut. Listen, observe with curiosity and non-judgment. So non-judgment, this monkey mind will always judge everything. It'll always make you see things from almost like a pessimist mindset. You'll start to go, oh no, but what if? Or maybe why? Or what about if that happens? Or what about this and that? That's the monkey mind. It's doing all the different spins. It'll try and convince you out of your heart. It'll convince you out of your gut feeling, right? So that's why it says, think with your heart. So our heart can think too as well, or feel. You can feel your heart. Become the watcher with ears. Hang on a minute. Yep. Become the watcher with ears. So see things and feel things, right? So when you feel things and when you see things with your eyes, like you've got your third eye, so your third eye is your gut, and you feel things and you know that there's a resistance inside of you and you know that you're not listening to your heart because your monkey mind's telling you, no, I don't want to do that. I'm scared. I'm fearful. What about? What if? All those things. That's the sign for you to say, yes, give it a go. Trust yourself. So many times all these messages come up for you. I feel like I'm talking to a lot of you the same every single week. And I want to say to you this week, please take that step for yourself because you want this. You want to make that change in your life. And there's nothing ever that will be more satisfying than allowing yourself to really trust your heart and trust yourself in this direction in your life for you, for only you. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading this week. I honestly, before I went into the reading, as I always say at the beginning of the readings, whenever I go into them, I always know what comes through for me, but I always like the cards to give me that validation and just to help me to give that little bit more of a steer and direction to make sure that I'm on point with myself and you. And it was like, boom. And then literally I got the resistant card first and I got think with your heart second. And it was just like, oh my God, this is just so spot on for each and every one of you. So please listen to your heart, right? Think with your heart, not your head. Don't think with your head, your monkey mind head, and stop resisting yourself from enjoying that abundance and love in your life because you're fearful and all those old limiting beliefs. Only you can do this, no one else. No one can change your resistance. No one can get uncomfortable but you. You have to do that. And it's not as bad as it seems. Fear is a good thing. Fear is healthy. If we don't have fear, how do we know what we're meant to be doing? We don't know, right? So fear is like that anchor. Fear is like that thing that guides us, that gives us that inclination of, yes, it's scary, it's uncomfortable, but I hear you. You're scared. And maybe just talk to that. I always say this actually too. This is another little thing that I do with my clients too as well. Tell the fear, take a step back, sit in the back seat. I'm driving my vehicle now. It's okay. Everything's okay. Literally talk to the fear like it's another part of you. And it's okay. Remind them, make them feel comfortable, or make him, her, whatever you want to say. Make them feel comfortable and tell them you're safe. It's okay. And thank you for protecting me. So that's my beautiful message for you. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I just got this really strong vibe that something's going to really big change for you this week. It's like you've got this thing inside of you that's saying, yes, okay, I hear you. I hear you, Spirit. I hear you. Whatever you like to connect with. And if it's just that me, I've come to give you this message today. My message is for you. So thank you so much for watching my video right through to the end. As always, I love that you're here. Without you, I wouldn't feel this energy that I feel. I feel this energy because of you. And I love doing these type of videos and reaching out to you this way. This is really a passion of mine, is doing videos. I feel like I can be all of me and show up as all of me in a video instead of just doing like a post. I feel like my voice is heard through video, and I can come to you in this way, in a very authentic and real way, because I express myself through my voice and through video. That's just what I love to do. So I hope this has really touched your heart, because as I say, every week it touches mine, and I love doing these for you. Yeah, and as always, don't forget to like my video and comment, give me feedback. I love to hear from you, and if you would I would love you to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me, helps you to also get a notification when my next video comes out. Again, share it on your social media pages, tag Rechelle Mackay. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. Please hang out with me and yeah, show me who you are and connect with me. I'd love to connect with you. So as always, I will see you next week. Oh, and also don't forget to join up to my email list, because we've got lots of new things coming your way. We're in the process. I've mentioned this a few weeks ago, but there's lots and lots coming. And if you're on that list, you're going to get all the new freebies that are going to be coming your way, and there's lots of stuff. But I don't want to mention nothing yet. I'm keeping it all really quiet. So the web address is www.freespiritwoman.com.au. The link will be down below in the comments. You'll see it down there. You can click on there and basically sign up to my email list, and we'll keep you in the loop of everything that's happening on there. So thank you again. Love you all loads, and thank you. Have an awesome week, and stop being so resistant. Trust yourself. Love you loads. Bye.